great quality English beers that a great amount of time and great craftsmanship had gone into making. And that was the start of, I look back at that now almost like foolish, like you had no idea what was out there.
Right.
And at the, and you should have been enjoying this years ago, but that, both of us really with Gritty's. And we both had the opportunity at the same time years ago to get on the mug list up in Freeport. And we were like, whatever, screw it, we'll drive to Freeport. If it gets us on the mug list and we're in the club, we're into it.
Oh, that's great.
Question 1. How do you feel about the macaroni and cheese with the jalapenos?
It's done. I've eaten probably half a ton of that.
Oh, very nice. Wow.
Amazing.
Wow, impressive. I've actually never tried it, but I
I
know.
kielbasa.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I haven't tried it that way.
Yeah. They add lobster too in the summertime. So if you get,
I will try it.
Yeah.
go for it.
All right.
Well, that's, can I interject my 2 cents here? So when I moved here several years ago, it was back in, 99 or 2000, that was our old stomping grounds, my group, and it was before the expansion, so it was the little Gritties.
Right.
And we tried, I remember trying the brown,
Yeah.
and we'd have pictures, and that was back in the day when you could smoke in bars.
So you had your pipe down there.
I had my pipe, of course, and my smoking jacket, and my brown ale. It was very distinguished at the age of 25, 24.
I'm just going to put this out there. I was still in high school.
Yep, we're not going to go there. There's my age, audience.
There it is.
There it is.
It's out there.
Boom sauce. There it is.
I think that both your members, first off, we need to give huge praise and love to Spencer.
Yes.
Both of your wives and Gritty's. Without those
Absolutely.
3, 4,
Yeah.
this wouldn't have happened.
No, absolutely
Definitely.
not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So much love to all of them. I think you said something that's really amazing. You didn't know what was out there. And so many times people say, I don't like beer. I just really want to go, what's wrong with you? You can't say that because there's so much out there that there's no way to say that.
And it's just, and knowing is half the battle. Is that G.I. Joe?
Exactly. No, I mean, it's true. But all it takes is, and that would be phenomenal if it was something like, somebody that lives in the neighborhood here says, hey, this place just opened up down the road. Let's go down and hang out and have a beer. If I don't like it. I'm a whatever for beer drinking, and if they can just come down here and if we can just sort of open their perspective up on the possibilities, it's not all at once that your mind just explodes. You're like, oh, I like all beers now, because the spectrum of ales is just so huge at this point, and same thing with lagers, but just it's such a different field than it was even 10 or 15 years ago. But just to open them up and they go, hey, I tried a pale or I tried an IPA. And I like that. I'm going to go try this, and maybe they just experience the color spectrum a little bit darker of a beer, and that builds their confidence up, and they try a little bit more. That type of thing is just very conducive, and it's good for all of us.
Right. It's exciting.
Yeah, we actually talked about that on episode 3, trying to get your friends to try craft beer. Is that's one of the most exciting things is when you can introduce somebody that I don't like beer to a good beer. It's like, oh my god! I was
go
for it.
So I was one of those people. Every time I saw a dark beer, I'd immediately think oh, I'm not gonna like it.
Right.
But I never really tried it, and then I ended up liking it. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
It just took that jump.
That jump
to actually
to
try
it.
I think that saying that beer is an acquired taste is very antiquated at this point because yes, the big box beer is an acquired taste, which I have not acquired, or I did and then I lost it.
Yeah.
I've lost that acquiration. Is that a word?
Sure.
We're gonna go with it.
Strategic.
Exactly. But I think that because there's so many different kinds of beer to try out there, very readily available. I think it's a very silly thing to say that, like, oh, beer is an acquired taste. I can't actually try that because, like, I've not acquired it yet. Wait. You're crazy.
Exactly. Oh, bottom line, right. Yeah.
Bottom line,
Hey,
crazy.
you're crazy.
So you could open a brewery because that's what it takes.
That's all it
crazy.
takes. Great beer and people that want to talk to you about it. If it wasn't for that group of friends, it never would have happened. And I'm saying that just being at that point, being in my early 20s and very locked into sort of the college way of what it was at that point in my life. And those were I don't want to say it never would have happened, but I wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
You know?
Wouldn't have been
It
doing
would have
this
been
now.
way off, who knows when. And this relationship with TJ and I wouldn't have linked up when it happened. And things, it all happened at a great time. You know?
Little asides. 1, I love TJ. 2, I almost was at that tasting way back when. And 3, now that you guys are just all like gushy and sappy, let's move on to round 4. So in round 4, we talk. We call it 3 sheets to the wind, 3 random questions. You've had some drinks. You're a little bit more free flowing with the information. So now we're going to start probing you about your childhood. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Back when you were a youngster, way back in the olden days, what was your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon, I watched a lot of He-Man. I mean, when I was in 2nd grade.
Yes.
I watched a lot of He-Man in 2nd grade. I mean,
Very
I
nice.
admit it. It was great. Everybody loved it. So,
It's true.
Did you often dress up as He-Man while watching it?
sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I still do.
Yesterday on.
Yeah.
You're up next.
I can't wait to hear that. Can't wait.
Close. Completely sort of random, and I have no idea how long it was on TV or not. But the cartoon memory that I can remember is there was a series based on the movie Beetlejuice.
Oh.
It was a cartoon. You know
That's
about
ringing
it,
a bell.
right?
Ringing a
Remember that?
it's
That was probably late 80s, early 90s, and it
Okay.
was kind of a crooked little cartoon. And I remember that, and it was awesome.
crooked little cartoon.
Yeah,
Say
it was
a lot.
weird, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Dustin was very enthusiastically shaking his head yes.
Yeah. I think this is probably the first time Beetlejuice cartoon has ever been mentioned in the 2000s.
Yeah, I think
All
you're
right.
right. And then,
Definitely the first
Bring it
time on
back.
this show. I don't.
I show it at the brewery.
Yeah.
please promise that you have.
So listen,
to.
I'm gonna put a link up on our YouTube. I'm gonna put a YouTube link up on our show notes, so you can go there. You can relive that, and then we can have a whole night here. I say we because fan club will be here.
Yeah.
And
Employees.
there's a giant TV. Employees. It's an employee party. Giant TV, and we can just watch YouTube all night.
Right.
You guys
Yeah.
feel that?
In Beetlejuice.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the fire going. This.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so psyched. I'm so excited to move in here. I mean, what? Whoops! I'm going to live by the fireplace.
It's going now.
it's
BTW.
BTW. It's wonderful. I can't tell you how much I love a nice wood stove.
lovely. All right, question 2. What song is stuck in your head right now? If you can sing it, extra bonus brownie points.
I heard an ad on the radio about farmersonly.com. That just it always sticks in my head. It's always there. It's just going back and forth.
Sing it, please.
Wait, farmersonly.com.
Yeah, have you heard that?
I've heard it, but
Yeah,
now I
that's-
can't remember how the ditty goes.
They trademarked it. I can't. I mean, it's
Oh,
just
well,
I
yeah.
can't sing any of
You
it.
probably sang it.
It's just like,
It's original. No, I know. Little did you know.
Yeah.
He's the
You can't sing it
vocalist. No.
No, I can't.
I
Copyright
don't think I'm going to be able to find a YouTube video of that.
'Cause it'll be
but
stuck
I
in
will
your
try.
head.
I bet you will. Yeah.
Mine's pretty serious.
Jen doesn't buy it.
I don't. It's work on his face.
Here it is.
TLC Waterfalls.
Don't go chase. I'm really waiting for him to bust up some dance moves.
Slow dance.
Slow dance, yeah.
Slow jam?
Yeah.
Slow jam. Come on.
Can you sing for us?
It's like a slow night.
It is. Slow dance.
Oh,
And
goodness
just like
gracious.
that, they made us lose our sleep.
Good thing we only have one question left. We do call it 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
You gotta expect something. Can you sing for us?
No.
Boom sauce makes you sing.
Last question.
Glad I can help.
Yeah.
I don't know which response was better.
They were both
Farmers only.
fantastic. Those have made our those are memorable.
Yeah.
You're covering your left eye. You really
Is
were.
that left eye? Yeah.
That was in honor of
TLC.
TLC.
Yeah.
You really were. She really was.
Okay, last question. What was the best thing you had to eat this week?
The best thing that I've eaten this week?
Yeah.
Homemade pizza.
Nice.
All right. Nice.
And I always follow it up. I lie. I lie so bad. It's not the last question.
That's okay.
All right.
I always ask, what beer did you pair it with?
I had a Geary's Hampshire Special, which is a great beer.
I love that.
The cat's out of the bag. I asked 2 questions, John.
I'm ready.
Right. 1, what did you eat? And then 2, what is the beer you paired with it?
I had pho.
I love pho. Where did you get your pho?
Veranda.
Oh. That's a drive from Sopo, but
It
you
is.
don't live in
Yeah.
No, I don't live in the suburb,
Right.
so it's not far from me. And I had a Gary's Pale with that.
Oh.
And was it a TLC? It was a perfect night.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
No problem.
It's
Thank
been
you.
Thank you,
a
guys.
wonderful evening. Cheers to your wives, to Spencer, and to Gritty's, and to both of you and Alex, who is
Yes.
still in the other room, not talking
And
on a
still
microphone.
Putting
working.
our boiler together.
Oh my gosh. Never
Craziness.
stops working. I know.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. We are so excited. Look for the new Fore River Fangirl website. It'll be coming to you soon. Until then, cheers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are nearly as excited as I am for the opening of Fore River Brewing Company. I have not started the fan club website just yet, but will be sure to very soon. I spoke to John just this week, and he said they were just approved by the TTB. The wait was nearly 130 days, but they finally made it. They still need to go in front of the city council one more time, and they plan on running full speed ahead for a mid-November opening. They already have plans for distribution around the state. They will be coming to a bar near you before you know it. If you want to check out a bunch of great YouTube clips, head over to the show notes, greatbeeradventure.com/018. You can also find contact information for Fore River Brewing Company. Thank you so much to John and TJ and Alex, who cleverly stayed off mic the entire time. And thank you to all of you, our listeners. Until next time, the music in today's episode is brought to you by Old Etc. To learn more about them, head on over to greatbeeradventure.com/music. We have new things coming your way every Friday, and we can't wait to share them with you. Today's episode was produced and edited by me, Amanda, with help from Nate Stacy. Thanks for joining us. Go subscribe, and we will see you next time. Cheers!
Want to know more? Be sure to find us on Twitter and Instagram at Great Beer Women. Make sure you head on over to greatbeeradventure.com/.